Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the Chemical Guys Detail Garage. Today we have a 2005 Honda Civic. It's a daily driver and the owner of it does not care for it whatsoever. I'll meet you guys on that side of the car so I can go over all the benefits of washing your car properly and to avoid all these mistakes. I'll see you guys over there. All right guys, before we get into the fun part, which is the foaming part, I just want to go over certain aspects on why you should always wash your daily driver. To start off with, if you just let your daily driver sit outside, accumulate dirt, grime, or debris, it's going to sit on your plastic pieces and over time it's going to fail. Your trim pieces are going to look white. And how I like to picture a daily driver is you get in the morning, you go from point A to point B with no problem, with no hesitation. So you might turn on your wiper fluid so you can clean up your glass. That's how you always see dirt on top and it's very clear on here. But you guys do not keep this in mind. If I lift up this wiper blade, you guys can see all the stubborn grime that is sitting right there. All that is going to be getting dragged and you're technically scratching the surface of your glass, which can potentially not be removed over time. And one last thing, we always recommend washing your paint, keeping it clean, because if all that dirt, grime, and debris sits on it, it's going to discolor it. Anyways, guys, enough talking. I already went over certain aspects. Now I'll meet you guys with our 2-bucket method and our Torque Professional Maximum Weight Foam Cannon and Honeydew Snow Foam. I'll meet you guys over there. All right, guys, so now it is time to get into the fun part, the prepping part. So we already have my 2 clear detailing buckets. I went with the clear because I want to have extra vision while I wash. I want to see my dirty water versus my soapy water. But today, we're going to be using the Torque Professional Maximum Weight Foam Cannon with Honeydew Snow Foam. So I picked Honeydew Snow Foam today because I want a soap that's going to produce tons of suds so I can lather up the surface of the vehicle, and whenever I glide my Chenille wash mitt, it's not going to cause any harm or scratches on the surface of the paint. So enough said with the Chenille wash mitt. It's super soft. Ooh, it feels super soft. Let's put this off to the side. And now let's prep our Torque Professional Maximum Weight Foam Cannon. To start off with, we just need to twist off the top, twist it off, remove the Torque head off to the side, and now I will be adding my Honeydew Snow Foam. So if you're not familiar with how much you should add in the Torque Professional Maximum Weight Foam Cannon, on the back, there's metering tips. I like to fill it up to the 950 mark, which is right there. And then I'll be filling it up, the rest up to the 1000 mark. That's how much soap you actually need for a single wash. So let me just apply up to the 1000 mark. Perfect. So now I got it to 1000 mark, and as you guys saw, the soap went all the way down to the bottom. That is because the soap is a lot heavier and the chemicals separate themselves from the water. So what we want to do, we want to get the proper mixture, but we do not want to get any foam inside the foam cannon. So if I was to shake it up and down rapidly, I would cause foam in here, and I do not want that. So I'll just flip it upside down slowly. And once I already flip it upside down, I will just stir it and not shake it. Like this, I get the proper mixture. You guys see, we have a proper mixture. Let's put this off to the side. And now it is time to insert our filters, which are going to be dirt traps. If you're not familiar with a dirt trap, it has over 100 cyclonic cones at the bottom that's going to filter while you wash. You don't have to do anything, just insert them at a 45-degree angle. Once you insert them at a 45-degree angle, you guys can see that they sit at the bottom. In comparison, if you do not enter at a 45-degree angle, you enter like that, it's just going to float around your bucket. It does not go at the bottom, it just floats. So whenever you're inserting the dirt trap, always make sure to insert at a 45-degree angle and push down, and now it causes a seal. But guys, it is now time to insert 1 ounce of Honeydew Snow Foam into my wash bucket. This is just going to be for extra lubrication while I wash, because I do not want to grab just water. I want some type of lubrication whenever I use a Chenille wash mitt. So guys, enough talking. It is time for me to rinse down the vehicle. Once I rinse it down, I want to show you guys how much dirt and grime I pull off and how much stubborn grime stays on. Do you guys think it's going to be super stuck on or very light? Comment down below. I'll see you guys after. Alright guys, so after rinsing down the surface of the vehicle, we noticed that some stubborn grime and debris did not come off with a simple rinse down. This is why we're pairing our Torque Professional Maximum Weight Foam Cannon with Honeydew Snow Foam so we can produce tons of suds like that. The car is gray, but it's now looking white. I'm letting it dwell on the surface of the vehicle, so it helps me pull off all the dirt and grime easier without scratching the surface of the vehicle. So now I will insert my Chenille wash mitt. It's super soft, super plush, and it does not fall off while you're washing. So you're super clumsy like me, use a Chenille wash mitt, it does not fall off. Now I will go to my Soapy bucket. I'll get tons of suds on my mitt. I'll go to the highest point of the vehicle and I will work in linear motions around the whole entire vehicle. Whenever you work in linear motions instead of circular motions, you avoid scratches and swirls being installed on your surface of your vehicle, because a straight line is actually a lot easier to polish out than a swirl mark. So just go in linear motions. And like this, you will avoid scratches and swirls. I just want you guys to come close and check this out. So there's still dirt and grime. The car looked pretty good after rinsing down, but you guys can see how dirty it is. Now I will come to my rinse bucket, massage it at the bottom, make sure everything is out of my mitt. And you guys can see how clean it now is. I'll grab my Soapy bucket as well. I'll go and do one more pass to see how dirty this car actually is. Check how dirty this car is. After one pass, it's filthy. But the good thing about it, it's gray, and gray hides tons of dirt and grime without actually showing how dirty it is. But you guys saw how filthy it was, because I believe it was parked outside under a tree and it's not garage kept. Check it out, it's now clean. I'll come back, get more soap from my Soapy bucket, and I'm going to do this process around the whole entire vehicle to achieve a scratch-free wash. So guys, sit back and enjoy this montage. And finally, moving on to the piece of residue stones, we'll be using the ProBlow to dry the surface of the vehicle. I don't feel like using a microfiber towel, so you could use the brand new ProBlow. The ProBlow has a 1,000 watt motor. Whether you want to use it on your car to dry the surface of the vehicle, or you want to pick up leaves, blow leaves away, or you want to get into tight crevices to get all that dirt and grime off, you can use a ProBlow. So guys, if you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up. If you guys want to see more Honda Civic videos, which is the daily driver videos, drop a comment down below. Let me know exactly what you want to see, whether it's interior, undercarriage, engine bay. And we'll see you guys next time right here at the Chemical Guys Detail Garage. And stay tuned, because I'll be showing you guys a difference between a clean water wash versus my dirty rinse bucket. Stay tuned.